What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Plaid Podcast. Today, I'm joined by...
Maddie Ice.
I'm Tegan.
And I'm Jaylene. So, we have, yet again, another topic for everyone. Today, we are going to be talking about our top 10 favorite music artists of all time. But also, we are going to build a playlist, and based on our top artists that we picked, we're going to assign our favorite song by said artist and put these all on a Spotify playlist. I do want to disclose I completely stole this idea off of some other podcasts that I saw their clips of it on TikTok, and I meant to save them, and I didn't. So if you know what podcast that is, please let me know so we can credit them, because I just stole their idea. So yeah, I just wanted to get a disclaimer out there. This is not our original idea. But I thought it'd be fun, and then if we enjoy doing this, we can add to our Spotify playlist and keep, do more episodes like
keep
this.
building.
Yeah. Or if we do this and people hate it, then we can just pretend this video doesn't exist and move on. So we don't know. I mean, I'm sure we all have kind of good guesses about some of the artists and songs that each other picked because we've been friends for years. I feel like our music tastes, especially you guys, overlap quite a bit in music tastes. Maddie and I know, listen to some of the same stuff. I mean, Tegan, even you and I listen to some of the stuff.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those circle graphs where we're all here, but then we're all kind of connected in certain areas.
Yeah, so there will be, I'm sure, some overlap. But also, I feel like there might be some surprises, so this will be fun. And I just think you can learn a lot about a person based on their favorite music taste. Mm-hmm. So we'll start with our 10th favorite artist first, and then work our way up, and we'll just kind of alternate one at a time. So who wants to get us started?
Maddie does.
Maddie? We go Maddie, Tegan, and then I'll go last.
Works for me, boss.
Sounds good to me. All right, Matthew, you're up.
All right, I really hope this isn't one of Tegan's, but it might be. It really might be. So my 10th one is Johnny Cash.
Okay.
One of my favorite songs from him is "We'll Meet Again" from the American album. Mm-hmm. So he was born on February 26, 1932, and died September 12th, 2003. Known to the world as Johnny Cash, but his true name was John R. Cash. He was an American singer-songwriter. So, a little bit into "We'll Meet Again." It's like a sad, happy song. You know, depending on your mood that day, you're either crying listening to it, or you're like, yeah, that's super nice. Mm-hmm. But it's just, I don't know, it's a very, just classic song. I feel like anybody that would listen to it would enjoy it.
Great. I'm excited to take a listen. I'm not like the biggest Johnny Cash fan, so I'm excited to dive more in the world of Johnny Cash. Tegan, I know you listen to Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah, and his American albums are some of my favorite. "We'll Meet Again's a good one. You know, it's one of those songs where it's like, if I died suddenly, that is one of the songs I would want to play at my funeral. Just because.
Oh, wow.
It's
just because we'll meet again.
Yep.
Some sunny day.
I'm going to think of that when I listen to it now. Damn.
She's going to be crying every time.
I
will too.
Funeral.
Damn,
all right.
He went up in that hot air balloon, and it just kept going up.
It didn't slow down. All right, Tegan, who is your number 10 artist?
My number 10, I've talked about him on the channel every now and again, and it's Muse. Okay. And my favorite song from them is from their Simulation Theory album, and it's called Pressure.
If you're going to take a Muse song, that's the one to take, I think.
The guitar in that song is just so good.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Muse fan. I think Berga and I clown on you a little too much sometimes about you listening to Muse. But that is a good album. And that's probably my favorite Muse song as well.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one.
It's
So no, I like that pick.
It's like In a Bubble. That album is really enjoyable. Yeah, some of their songs are stinkers. Um, but then they have some other songs like Uprising is a good one for me. Knights of Sidonia
I
is
like Uprising.
Supermassive
I like that
Black
one.
Hole. You know, they have some ones outside that, but Simulation Theory is the album I own of theirs, and when my truck did have a CD player in it, that was definitely one in my rotation.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good
Now you
pick.
can just play it on your phone.
Yeah.
All right, I will pick my next artist first. I was talking to Tegan about this a little bit yesterday. I really struggled with my last two picks. There's a lot of artists I wanted to include, but I had to be completely honest with myself. So this is me being 100% transparent, and like just based on what I have been listening to for like the last decade. My number 10 artist is Paramore. My favorite Paramore song is probably also my favorite love song of all time, which is the only exception. That song is just beautiful. It's like the perfect way to describe like finally letting yourself, just fall in love, even if you like it's difficult. It's kind of just like not just letting go of that fear. Like I love it because it's still a love song and it talks about like someone being the only exception to all these fears, but then also still acknowledging that fear. Hayley Williams' voice is perfect on every single track she sings. It's especially just great on this song. And yeah, there's a lot of Paramore songs that are bangers and like get me fired up, but the only exception like gives me chills when I listen to it. It's just a perfect like pop punk love song.
I didn't know that was Paramore, and now I'm really glad that I know that because that is a good song.
It's really good. That's one that it's like, oh, I for sure will get played at my wedding like someday. It's just, oh, it's so good, and I'm just obsessed with Hayley Williams. So,
aren't we all?
Honestly, everybody should be. She's such a baddie. All right, Matthew, what's your number 9 artist?
My number 9 artist is Cage the Elephant, and my favorite song is "Ain't No Rest for the Wicked." Cage the Elephant is an American rock band formed in 2006 in Bowling Green, Kentucky, not too far from us.
I thought you were gonna say Bowling Green, Ohio, and I was like, no fucking way.
That'd be no way.
That'd be crazy if it was. But no, "Ain't No Rest for the Wicked." I don't know, that song just, it's like tied to my soul, I guess. If there was ever like, if there was any kind of movie that I was in, I'd want the outro song, me driving in a car with that playing, or the beginning. It's a good intro song, it's a good outro song, and if I knew my last moments on Earth were coming, I'd play that all the way through and be like, all right, take me.
Hell yeah. I will say that's a song that I'll hear in public, and not only do I think of Matthew, I picture you singing it in my head. Because I've been with you, like, that song will come on in public when we're together, and you'll just drop everything, and not only do you sing it, you, like, get into it, you do, like, the head bob, like, I think you're right, like, that song just takes over your soul when it comes on. So now I'll be in public, like, getting groceries, and that song will come on, and I picture you singing it, like, in my head.
Oh, no.
Like,
why do you picture me singing it?
I can't help it. We've been friends for too long.
Yeah.
So that's a good pick just because it's a very Matthew pick, but I mean that in the best way.
The music video's pretty cool, too. I've watched it a few times.
Hell yeah.
All
right. Good pick.
Yeah.
Tegan, you're up.
So, I did some out of the box thinking, some soul searching, and this got me to my next pick. John Williams.
Oh.
Duel of the Fates.
Okay.
It is my...
Oh. Okay.
You really can't pick wrong, but, sometimes you just want to listen to the Star Wars soundtrack, the Indiana Jones soundtrack, he kills it every single time. So
That's a really good pick. That
yeah.
song is gas. That's my
It's
favorite
so
song in
good.
all of Star Wars.
Mhm.
No matter what, it gets you hyped,
Oh
honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song to listen to at the gym,
Yeah, I was gonna
honestly.
say it was between that and then Anakin versus Obi-Wan
That one's
for
good.
me. But yeah, Duel of the Fates is just so good.
Yeah, that's actually such a good pick. Oh my god. Um, sheesh. All right, well, how do we top that? I don't know if we can pass John Williams. I'm not gonna top it here, but I'll try. My number 9 pick is My Chemical Romance. Again, I
MCR.
you're gonna find out what kind of music I grew up on, like when I was in high school, by my list. I love My Chemical Romance. I will say, Black Parade is one of my favorite albums, like of all time. That's a top 5 album for me. I will say the older I get, the less I listen to some of My Chem's other stuff. Like I still listen to Three Cheers and Danger Days sometimes, but Black Parade, that album is so good. Like I can't even
Hmm.
like it's everything I love about albums. Like it's theatric, it's pop punky. Um, it just I could have literally picked any song from that album for my My Chemical Romance spot, but I was like, what's I just have to do it. I don't care if it's a meme. Welcome to the Black Parade is my favorite My Chemical Romance song. It has every element that I love about that album just on that song.
Hmm.
It's good. It's one that it's like I will scream sing it in the car when it comes on.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
oh, it's so good. I specifically remember the moment that I heard that song for the first time as like a 13-year-old kid. It low key changed my life. I was like, I didn't know music could sound like this. I was like, oh my god, this is so just. I love that album. I love that song. And like I said, I wouldn't consider myself like the biggest My Chemical Romance fan now, but I would be doing them a disservice if I didn't mention how much they kind of shaped my music taste. And I mean that album especially. Like when I was making this list, I went back and re-listened to Welcome to the Black Parade, and then just re-listened to the Black Parade in full because that album's just so good. Um, yeah.
Can you name all the songs on the album?
Probably because I've listened to it a bazillion times, but I'm not going to bore everybody. But yeah, that's one of those albums that I have like memorized like the back of my hand, just because I've listened to it so much. Yeah,
Awesome. It is a great song. It's great.
it's so fun.
Jaylene's the reason why I got into pop punk or punk music in general.
Yeah, I forced it down everybody's throats when I like found like My Chemical Romance and like that sort of music.
And
Um,
I'm glad you did because it made me branch out a little. Well, I
I'm
say a
glad
little,
I could
but
help.
my list is like all over the place. Anyway, uh my my number 8 is a band called Master Plan. They're a German power metal band that was made in 2001, and my favorite song by them is The Spirit Never Dies. And it's a very like empowering song. It's just pretty much about trusting in yourself and getting through it and not giving up on stuff no matter how tough it gets. And I don't know, it gets stuck in my head every time I listen to it. But yeah, Master Plan is a really good metal band if anybody's interested in learning more about metal music.
You showed me some of their songs, like just when you and I have been out, like just driving around, and like they're fun. I'm not the biggest metal fan, but like
Hmm.
they definitely get you going. If it's who I'm thinking of, I'm sure it probably is, or if not, someone similar.
It's something similar. You guys are gonna see correlations through my entire list from this point on.
A bunch of
Oh hell
foreign
yeah!
metal bands. It's like I
Hey, that's
hate
the
when
fun
they
of this
sing in
concept.
English, but if it's a foreign language, all right. My next one, Queen, and then Don't Stop Me Now.
Okay, good pick. That's like a top 3 Queen song for
Yeah.
me.
Honestly, honestly.
That's one that will get you hyped
Oh,
every
yeah.
single time.
Don't stop me, cause I'm having such a good time. I'm
I
having a
also think
ball.
I also think that like Jazz is a really underrated
Mm-hmm.
Queen record. Um, which is what that song's off of. Yeah, that's a really good pick. Um, but it's hard to pick wrong with Queen.
Yeah. There's
Unless you
about
pick
like
some Queen deep cuts. They've got some stinkers that are deep
yeah.
cuts, but
They got some
There's about
stinkers.
between like 10 and 15 songs that if you said it was your favorite one, people would go, okay, yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I like that pick a lot. I have a feeling Queen might be brought up again, but no spoilers. All right, my next one, my number 8 spot, I have Kendrick Lamar. I think that Kendrick is probably like this isn't even a hot take. I think Kendrick's the best rapper alive right now. He's such a good storyteller. He's like a great artist. All his albums are good. I don't think he's released a bad album. Um, and he really gets me thinking about things that maybe I wouldn't have thought of or in that context. And I could have picked a song by him that like really makes me reflect and I can really think about things in a way that maybe I wouldn't have if it wasn't for Kendrick. I didn't do that. I went straight just on vibes. Mad City is a banger and I never get tired of it.
Oh man.
Ain't nothing but a top
I
10.
ran out
Oh my-
of time. There you go.
That's good.
That's
That's good.
All right, so my number 7 is a band called Trick or Treat. They're an Italian power metal band formed in 2002 in Modena. Now, because their accents are very, very heavy, the first time you guys hear it, you're probably not going to be able to understand it, the first listen through. But
I
the words
remember.
come to you a little bit. But basically, my favorite song by them is called It's Crazy. And it's in their album Creepy Symphonies, which is probably one of my favorite albums that they've come out with. It's basically him just going on about how a 9 to 5 sucks and he just wants to be lazy without anybody expecting anything from him. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I wish I was like I wish I was the same way. I don't want to go to my 9 to 5. I don't want anybody to expect me to do anything. And one of the things that really drew me to Trick or Treat is they're almost like orchestral metal. So there's a lot of different voices in the song. There's obviously guitar, but there's like a whole orchestra of instruments going on. And it's so great. It really just tickles the brain. And the high notes that they can hit, it's insane. And I love it. I love Trick or Treat.
Yeah, I know you've
I'm excited to listen to it.
introduced them to me before, so good pick. My number, we're on 7,
7.
is an artist called Teddy, Tedy.
Okay.
And my favorite song of his is called Flames. He's
Ooh.
kind of that. It's kind of got like a jazz type beat to it. He's got a huge range when he's singing vocally, and he just hits you in the soul.
Yeah, I've listened to a few of his songs just like in like when you would be out driving. And I'm like, yeah, he's pretty good. I see the appeal.
I've probably heard some of them, but I can't remember any of them.
I haven't like actually sat and like listened to him. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I remember like you playing a few songs when we were just like driving to the gym or like on a road trip or something. So, yeah. My number 7 is also pretty small artist. I went with Taylor Swift.
Never heard of him. Oh no,
Who?
that's Travis Kelce's fiance.
Yeah, Travis. She's dating Travis Kelce. Or engaged to Travis Kelce. You might know her from that if you watch the NFL. Again, I had to be honest with myself. I grew up listening to Taylor Swift. I had Fearless and Speak Now. Like I got them when they came out on CDs. I remember getting Speak Now for Christmas. when I was however years old. And I went with a song off of Speak Now. I picked a song called Dear John by her. This is like the ultimate breakup song. Taylor Swift has mastered the breakup song. I think it's when she's in her bag the most. This one's great because sort of the lore behind it is she was dating John Mayer when she was 19, and then there was a like pretty big age gap between them. And then I don't know the specifics of their relationship, but then she wrote a breakup song in the style of a John Mayer song, and it's fantastic. The whole thing, like, it's slowly building to like her finally just like putting him in his place. I think it's one of her best vocal performances, and I cannot believe she wrote a song like that when she was as young as she was.
Oh my
And that's
gosh, you got that right.
it's a song that I've also grown up with. I remember like when I had Speak Now when I was like 11 years old, listening to that song, and I just thought it was a really nice, beautiful like song. And as I've gotten older, I've grown to appreciate it more, especially the more asshole dudes I date, because sometimes you just need a good breakup song when some guy's being a dick.
Mhm.
And it's one that I loved instantly the moment I heard it, but then like as I get older and I start like having more experiences and like learning about the world, it's like, oh my god, the song's fantastic. So, and we're not, well, I'm not a Taylor Swift hater here, obviously, but if you want to get some insight as to why I like Taylor Swift's music so much, she writes a damn good breakup song. So.
Very passionate, Jaylene. I liked it. I like it.
I love that song so much.
All right, so for my number 6 spot, a band called Halloween is a German power metal band founded in 1984 in Hamburg. The band has, at times, been called one of the most influential European heavy metal bands of the 1980s. So my favorite song by them is called Out for the Glory. Not only is it just like it's like a it's a symphony pretty much, and it's about this guy who's coming home from work and he's tired. He's been working, and he drinks a bunch of beer and goes to sleep, and then in his drunken sleep he gets a vision from God himself that he's going to become a king and expand his kingdom. It's so cool because the start of the song is very down to earth, but as it goes on, it's like it gets more, a little bit more. I don't know how to say it. Heavenly, more like celestial. Like it's pretty cool. So Halloween has been in my roster, probably since I was, I don't know, 15, 16 years old. Really great band. Really enjoy their music.
Awesome. I'm excited to check them out.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that your last artist was called Trick or Treat,
Yeah.
and now we have Halloween. Like we got a
Yeah,
theme going on here.
I do a little bit, don't I?
What's your favorite holiday, pal?
Easter.
He's just trying to get into the season spirit.
Yeah. All right, Tegan, who you
All
got
right.
next?
So my next one is the Black Keys, and
Oof.
then
Okay.
I believe my favorite song of theirs is "Tighten Up."
Okay. Is that off of
Brothers.
Brothers? Okay. I'm kind of familiar with that song.
No, they're one I really enjoy. I love that more bluegrass rock type of vibe. The only like gripe I have with the Black Keys is
I will say
a lot of their stuff
'cause
sounds the same.
my number 6 might be a surprising pick. I feel like I have them a little high, but I went with Weezer.
Ooh.
And my favorite Weezer song is Undone, the sweater song. There's a lot of Weezer songs that I think I have more emotional investment to than Undone, but Undone is like the perfect Weezer song to me. It is just just enough corny for Weezer, but then it still kind of rocks. I think Rivers kind of kills it with his vocal performance on it because it's just enough for the kind of singer he is. The build up in this track's great. I love the background like like party vocal sequence that's going on. Yeah, it's just a very Weezer song. It's a very Weezer pick, and I don't have like the same emotional attachment to this pick as some of my others, but and it's one that I'll annoy people because sometimes I'll play it at the bar and like get way too into it, but it's it's a fun song to play at the bar.
There are times like when we're going out and Jaylene's had a little bit too much, she'll just burst out singing, and it's great. She's having so much fun. I think I've seen her lay on the bar floor a few times singing, and I'm like, all right, no, nobody touch her. She's all right. She's okay.
Not in public. I've not done that.
I don't know. I think you have. I think you have.
No. No, I've done that like people's houses. I'll like lay on the floor when I'm drunk, but not at the bar. I've got some decency.
Outside
I will say. Oh.
In the cabin.
Just laying out on the picnic table.
That's always my favorite night of the cabin trip is when I'm out on the picnic table, just sprawled out like, and I'm usually listening to Weezer. I don't know what it is with drunk me is obsessed with the Blue Album. Like if I'm 10 beers deep, I'm gone and I'm gonna go on a Weezer binge. Yeah.
I will say, Jaylene, when I was helping my sister move rooms at her dorm last night, there was a guy with a Weezer shirt on, and I immediately thought of you.
I don't know if I should be complimented by that, but thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
sorry.
fucking love Weezer. No, I just fucking love Weezer, man. They're just so corny and weird, and I love them. All right,
on to my top 5. So number 5
here we go.
is Panic at the Disco.
All right.
My favorite song by them is L.A. Devotee. Panic at the Disco was an American pop rock band formed in Las Vegas, Nevada in 2004. Now, it sucks I can only pick one song because Panic at Disco, I love a lot of their songs. The whole album of A Fever You Can't Sweat Out is great. The whole Pretty Odd album is great. But I need to pick LA Devotee because I made an entire playlist just based off of that song. And the way the music sounds, it just hits me. It makes me feel like I'm driving down like a city road and there's lights everywhere and it's like, oh, I'm going to have fun seeing all these new things. It makes me feel like I'm a part of something bigger when LA Devotee comes on. And it never gets old. Every time I listen to it, it gets stuck in my head for a few days at least.
That's a good pick. I really like that album. I feel like that album doesn't get some of because everybody always talks about Fever and Vices, but like I feel like that album is right up there with those two. Like it is a really good Panic record.
All right.
Good pick. I like that pick.
My next one is getting into the top 5 now. Creedence Clearwater Revival and Have You Ever Seen the Rain?
Oh, great
Oh, yeah.
pick.
Take me back.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why that surprised me because I know you love CCR, but I'm happy to see it.
If I know I'm going on like a decent sized road trip, I will just blast their like 20-year record. Whew. I just love me some driving music.
Yeah, that is good driving music. Great road trip music, honestly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And also, who just doesn't like CCR? I feel like that's one of those bands where it's like you can't dislike them.
No, you can't.
They're too good.
They're just good.
They are.
They have a little. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that pick a lot. Yeah, good pick. I guess I will take my number 5 here, and my number 5 top artist is Tyler the Creator. I really like what he's been doing the last 10 years with his albums. I think it's really interesting. I picked a song off his record Flower Boy called Garden Shed, which is kind of a weird pick. I think that song's really well done. It's just a really interesting song. It's very production heavy. He doesn't like come in and start rapping until like the last minute of the song. It's one where he really lets the instrumentation and the production shine on it. There's some vocal melodies by Frank Ocean and Estelle. They absolutely kill it. Sort of like the context of this song is like Tyler, the creator, like he used to say some really out of pocket shit, like bad stuff. A lot of it was because I mean, I'm not excusing it because he shouldn't have said a lot of the shit he did, especially on his first record. It's pretty bad. But a lot of his sort of reasoning behind it, like he said, is because he was dealing with his own like issues with his sexuality and like the fact that, you know, he also liked dudes and really kind of struggling with that. This song is kind of his explanation behind it and those feelings he had. And he doesn't say much on this record, but just like from the soundscapes of it, I feel like you feel a lot of emotion before he actually even jumps into the track. I just think it's really interesting. I think not a lot of artists could pull it off as well as he did. And like I said, it kind of just takes you through all these emotions in just a short amount of time, just with really well done production and instrumentation. And I would highly recommend it. And I'm not saying that you should forgive Tyler, the Creator, for what he said early in his career, but I think it's a good, kind of a good song about reflection and like where he was coming from. I just think it's a beautiful song. So,
awesome. So much passion, Jaylene, with your music.
Yeah. We're all passionate
I love it.
here. Come on.
My fourth one is Glass Animals. My favorite song by them is The Other Side of Paradise. Glass Animals are a British indie rock band formed in Oxford, England in 2010. Now, Other Side of Paradise was the first song I heard by Glass Animals, and it was when I was working as a custodian, and I was having a rough night. You know, everything was going wrong. I just wanted to go home, and I had these Skull Candy headphones that were Bluetooth, super nice. And the moment that song came on, just the bass and the sounds of it, all of a sudden my whole like body just melted. I felt like I was brought into the music, and everything that I was angry about, everything that I was mad about or worried about, it was gone. I'm like, damn, this song is fucking awesome. That's all I was thinking about. And ever since then, Glass Animals has become pretty close and dear to me in my music library. And I'm glad that they are getting recognized for their stuff, starting to at least.
All right.
That's a fun pick. I don't think I've heard that song, so I'm excited to give it a listen.
Yeah, I don't know them too well. As you can tell by a lot of my music choices, I'm kind of behind in the times.
Dragon hasn't caught up yet.
I'm like Steve Rogers.
It's like when I introduced Tegan to who Chapel Roan was.
Holy cow. Jaylee, put in that clip.
I'll have to find it, but yeah.
Oh gosh.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. Tegan's actually 80 years old. Cool.
Who the heck is Chaperone?
Jesus.
Alright. Keeping on the Tegan's old train. Number 4, Fleetwood Mac. And then I know, Jaylene, we argue all the time about what their best song is. But the chain is just so good.
Yeah, I saw that coming. I will say, we argue about it, but we can also agree that Rumors, like, there's not a bad song on that album.
Nope. Again, it's one of those, you pick a song, it's like, well, I prefer this one, but I understand.
Yeah.
And,
no, I'm fine with that pick. Yeah. Really good song.
Yeah, Rumors is a top 3 album of all time.
Oh yeah. So
it's just really good.
So yeah, I remember like I think it was when Bergui rewatched Guardians Volume 2, he called me and he goes, "Do you know how good Fleetwood Mac is?" And I was like, "Yeah, because the Chain's in that movie." And he goes, "The Chain's such a fucking good song." And I'm like, "Where have you been?" Berguy's like the opposite of you, where it's like he's too
too
focused
modern.
on current music. So I have to teach you about Chappell Roan. I have to teach him about Fleetwood Mac.
I remember in college, I was seeing someone, and she had the Rumors like vinyl record
Yes.
and all that, and we would just put that baby in the record player and then just lay down and be like, "Damn, this is such a good album."
It's really good. I have like an original pressing of Rumors in my vinyl collection, and it's probably my most prized possession, like of my vinyl collection. I don't even play it because I'm afraid of ruining it. Yeah, such a good album. Great pick, Tegan. Great pick. Are we on? This is number 4, right?
Number 4 for
Yep.
you.
We're on. Okay. Number 4 might be a surprise to everybody. I'm gonna take Queen here.
Oh
Queen
shit!
they're so good. Freddie Mercury is my favorite vocalist of all time. He's one of my favorite songwriters of all time. One of my favorite things about Queen is how much every member of that band shines.
Yes.
And what better example of how much everybody shines in that band than the song Bohemian Rhapsody? And
Oh my
listen,
gosh.
it is a generic pick. It's a basic generic pick. I argue with people all the time. I think that's the best song ever written. Like, that is the best song of all time. I could listen to Bohemian Rhapsody 4 times in a row, and someone would be like, "Do you want to listen to it again?" I'll be like, "Yes."
Yes,
I don't
please.
get sick of it. It's so good. It's just written like in a way that like songs weren't like written like that at
It
the
shouldn't
time.
work, but it works so well.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been a hit. It just like it's perfect. I think it's like, and I love anything that Freddie Mercury's like ever sang. Like I think all of his vocal performances are great. He's exceptional on Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Brian May's guitar solo, like going into like the second part, is fantastic. It's just it's so good. And I love Queen. They have, like we talked about earlier, you could pick like 10 different Queen songs to be your favorite, but nothing is like Bohemian Rhapsody. Like not even in their own catalog. Brian May tried writing a song that was kind of like his version of Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a fine song. It's not Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, I hate how generic of a pick that is, but it really is, like, in my opinion, the best song ever written. I wouldn't say it's my favorite song of all time. We'll get to that one. But if somebody point blank asked me what the best song ever written was, I would say Bohemian Rhapsody, and not feel bad about it.
Hell yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
All right, so for my top 3 now, starting with number 3. Edguy. Edguy is a German power metal band formed in 1992. My favorite song by them is called Open Sesame. Now, I've got the lyrics open up right here. I'm just going to say a few of the lines from it. So it's Paganini with 1,000,000 watts. I'm defying explanation. I'm a spectacle of nature. The Napoleon of rock. 4'4" determination. And you won't stand the siege. So fucking cool, dude. So this song, it's electrifying, honestly. It's about just rising to the top. It's about making people obsessed with you, making people want to be you. I think this song alone was just a guy just whipping their dick out and just being like, "This is us, and you're gonna love us." And I love it. I love it so much. Open Sesame, it's a good wake up song. It gets you going.
I'm really excited to listen to Matthew's picks. I'm gonna do that right after this. As we get done filming, I'm just gonna rip all Matthew's songs that I haven't heard. Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very interesting.
The song is very.
When this playlist gets made, we will know whose songs are whose, just based around the theme of them.
Oh yeah.
The song is very vain it's very this is what I want to do. This is how I want to be. This is how it's gonna go.
I just love the idea of putting this playlist on shuffle and you go from like a 5-minute Taylor Swift breakup song and then into Open Sesame. It would be like, what the fuck is this playlist? All right, Tegan.
Yep, and
You're
then
up.
it cuts
Top
to
three.
my number 3, Johnny Cash, Hurt.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
You know, it was really between two with Johnny Cash. I love so many of his songs. I have his like recordings from like his original Sun Record songs, like so it will have demo versions of the songs on that record as well. And I used to listen to those all the time. So it was between Hurt and I Walk the Line, but I think Hurt is just such a heartfelt song to where it's he was very much close to his deathbed when recording that song.
No.
Essentially, Hurt was close to one of the last songs he recorded because he was getting up there in age. And it's very much like reflecting on life. Even though it's a cover of a song, both versions tell a very different story, and Johnny Cash's is very much just reflecting on this life I've had. Has it been perfect? No, but
yeah. As someone who has already admitted they're not a big Johnny Cash fan, I do love his cover of Hurt. It is so well done.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3 spot, it's actually kind of like insane because I've got some really iconic artists on my list, and this one shouldn't be this high, but again, I was really honest with myself. My 3rd favorite artist of all time is Fall Out Boy. I grew up with Fall Out Boy. They're one of those bands that changed my life. If you would have asked 16-year-old me what the best album of all time was, I'd have said Fully Ado. And so I picked a song from that album called Head First Slide to Cooperstown on a Bad Bet. This song,
What the fuck?
This song is so wacky. It's so weird. It should not work. It's fantastic. Patrick Stubbs' vocals are all over the place, but he kills it. The lyrics are so, like, fucking just weird and all over the place. Again, it's kind of got this build up to it, and then by the end, like, Patrick Stubbs just kind of, you know, wailing, but, like, it works because I think his voice is really well done. And I love this song. One of my favorite lyrics of all time is from the song. It's I will never end up like him, but behind my back I already am. Oh my god.
Oh,
chills,
you brought me back to being in high school. Oh my god.
Doesn't that hit you like you're 16 again and you're listening to Fall Out Boy in the car? I love this song. I've got like this really weird emotional attachment to it because, like I said, it was one of my favorite songs when I was 16. It's one that I will never outgrow. And I don't care what anybody says. I love Fall Out Boy, especially Fall Out Boy from this era. It's just like, it's so near and dear to me. And I get, like, do they deserve to be a spot up from Queen? Probably not. But again, I'm being honest, and they're very near and dear to me.
I will say,
all right, so
you and Burr Guy are definitely the reasons for me listening to Fall Out Boy. And I never complained because, again, a lot of the music you guys listen to, it's like, when I lived with Burr Guy, I definitely got my fill of Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, Paramore. It's like, I enjoy them, but, you know.
Yeah.
I remember being in Burr Guy's Grand Prix, the red one?
The Grand Am. He had a red Grand Am.
Grand Am.
Everyone
and
had a
under
under
the corkscrew tree was the CD.
It was, not to correct you, it was, the album's called From Under the Cork Tree. The album's called From Under the Cork Tree, but he had Infinity on High in his car.
Oh, Infinity on High.
Yeah, and that was one that, like, would listen to nonstop.
Whatever it was, the song Thanks for the Memories, that's kind of what started me. I'm like, you know what? This is pretty good.
Burr Guy is the reason I got into Fall Out Boy. And yeah, I actually just saw Fall Out Boy 2 years ago they were on tour. And like I'm a defender of their new stuff. Like it's not good, but like I'll still listen to it because I just really like that band. But their last tour they went on, they played a lot of like deep cuts and old songs. And I shit you not, one of the reasons I bought tickets is because they said that they were gonna add Head First Slide back onto their set list. And I'm like, that is my favorite Fall Out Boy song of all time. I will pay however much I need to go see it live. And you know what? It was fucking awesome, and I'm glad I did it.
Sick. That's sick as fuck.
It's such a good song.
All right, are we ready for number 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
Last
All right,
two.
for my number 2, Angra. Angra is a Brazilian progressive power metal band formed in 1991. The reason they're second is because this was the band that led me to all the other bands I listed beforehand. This was my first introduction to power metal. This was the first on the album. This song that I enjoy, the song I like is called "Spread Your Fire." That's my favorite song by them. The album it's on is called Temple of Hate, and it was the first metal CD that I bought, that I still have in my car. And Spread Your Fire is basically talking about just blazing your own path, no matter if it's I'm going to put it in the terms of the music, by the sword or by the pen. Whatever you do, whatever you're going to do, make a fire spread behind you and just go through with it. And it's very it's so empowering, and the moment it plays, it's like an explosion of music just right out the gate. And what was a really cool thing they did with the actual CD is the song before it led into Spread Your Fire. So the song before it, you would hear the ending kind of swell up, and then it would cut right away to the third one, and it was seamless. I don't know how they did it, but my God. Oh! And it's not like...
I love a smooth transition like that in albums, so that's sick. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it sucks that it's not like that on the digital. Only on the CD does it like just right away go right into it.
That's weird that it's only the CD, but
yeah, it's you'll be able, like, you'll still be able to hear it, but it's not it's not
as smooth.
Yeah, it's not the same. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Once we got to the top 3, it was very easy for me to think of the artist, but thinking of my favorite song for them is where the challenge is coming. But number 2 for me is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh.
I had to go with Mary Jane's Last Dance.
Oh my God, that's
a great one.
Such a strong opening riff. And then, growing up, Tom Petty was the band my dad really liked listening to, so listened to them all the time growing up. And they are just so good. Again, going back to that like road trip rock. I could just put on Tom Petty and drive.
Yeah, that song's so good. I'm a sucker for a good harmonica in a song, and that one does not disappoint. Oh man,
harmonicas do go hard, honestly.
Oh, that's like one of my favorite examples of a harmonica in rock songs. Oh my God. Oh shit, I love that pick, Tegan. I knew you'd have Tom Petty on here, and I was very curious to see what Tom Petty song you took.
I mean,
and you did not disappoint.
Yeah, you could go with like Wildflowers, which is another great song. You Wreck Me.
That's my
Saving Grace.
That's my favorite Tom Petty.
I really like You're So Bad. There's just so many good ones. And learning that song on guitar, my mom especially was like, you could learn harmonica as well and be just like Tom Petty. I'm like, well, maybe. And then I saw like the head rig for playing the harmonica as well as guitar. I'm like, oh man, no, not yet. I'm not cool enough.
Can't do that yet.
Maybe one day that'll be a Plaid Couch videos. We'll have Tegan learn harmonica and then play that song for us all.
Yep.
Uh, really, that's a really good pick, Tegan.
Mm-hmm.
I also had a very similar issue with my number 2 artist just picking a song because
Yep.
I could have picked 10 songs by this artist and consider them my favorite. But my number 2 artist is the Beatles. Again, generic pick, but I love the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
They're like considered one of the best for a reason. We're not Beatles haters here. I don't think they're overrated. Some people say they are. I don't think so, but we're not here to discuss that. We're here to discuss my favorite Beatles song, and I really, really, really had to rack my brain, and I just went with, what do I think is the best Beatles song that only they could pull off, that sort of helped shape music and change how songs can be written? And I went with the song from Sgt. Pepper. I went with the closing track from that album. It's called A Day in the Life. If you have not listened to A Day in the Life by the Beatles, please go listen to it. It is one of those songs, again, that it just shouldn't work as well as it does, especially at a time that people weren't writing music like that. Sgt. Pepper was a very important record in just the grandscape of music and just how pop music is made. And to have a closing track like that, it has this like sinister feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
The back and forth between John Lennon's section and Paul McCartney, and like how it fades into each other, especially with like the production available at that time, which it shouldn't have been able to work as well as it did. It's just, I think the song's flawless. I don't think a lot of artists, especially at that time, could pull that off. And it's a song I don't ever get sick of listening to. It's a perfect closing track to Sgt. Pepper, and maybe not like a Beatles song that I'm emotionally invested to, but it's just really well done. And if you're one of those people who say that the Beatles is overrated and you have not listened to A Day in the Life, please, please, please go listen to it and maybe kind of see what I'm talking about, because like it's crazy that they were able to do that at a time that people weren't writing music like that. I'm done glazing the Beatles. Like I said, I could have put 10 different Beatles songs
Mm-hmm.
here as like my favorite. Like it was really, really hard to pick a Beatles song. But yeah, I do love A Day in the Life.
All right, so for my number 1 pick, we're going to do a complete 180 from my last one.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
My number 1 pick is Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Holy
I
whiplash.
kind of figured that was coming. I kind of expected that one, honestly.
My favorite song by him is Strangers in the Night. So Francis
so good.
Albert Sinatra was an American singer and actor, nicknamed the chairman of the board in Old Blue Eyes. He is regarded as one of the most popular entertainers of the 20th century. Sinatra is among the world's best-selling music artists, with an estimated 150 million records sales globally. Now, the reason I picked Strangers in the Night is because not only do I enjoy singing that song just anytime, but I feel that I think that's what true love feels like, the way that song is portrayed. Like that's how I'm gonna feel when I meet that person. It's just it's such a good song. It's so lovely.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting into a lot of like 40s and 50s music lately. I don't know why, but that's a song that's really grown on me in the last 3 weeks. Like I'm not kidding.
Seriously?
I've been listening to that song a lot. So I'm kind of nerding out that you're talking about it, because that's probably like, and I don't listen to a lot of Sinatra, but it's like I think that might be my favorite Sinatra song. That's a really good pick. So, yeah, great pick, Matthew.
Excellent pick.
Oh yeah.
For my number 1, it is a band called the Blue Stones.
Oh yeah.
And I have my favorite song of theirs as Cards Are Down. Again, it's one of those. I really like a lot of their songs. That one is just a nice mix of guitar, drums, kind of like not necessarily pop rock, but more on that like alternative side of things. But yeah, they're a great band that I've been keeping up with for the last several years. They keep playing in Ohio, and I'm just always so darn busy.
Typical old man.
Yeah.
Too busy to go to a concert. No, Tegan, that's another one where it's like I know you've played them like when
Yeah.
we've all been out doing stuff, but I like have listened to that song because I think a couple years ago we were all just like talking about what some of our favorite
Yeah.
songs are, and I remember I probably haven't listened to it since then, but I remember listening to it and be like, it's a good song, I like
Yeah.
it, and it makes sense for you, I think. It's like how Strangers in the Night and Frank Sinatra matches Maddie really well. I think this is a good like #1 pick for you. So good pick. All right. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Can I say my #1? That's gonna be a real shocker to everybody. My favorite band is Green Day. They have been for a long time. I know.
No way.
I started listening to Green Day when I was 13 years old. I'm not kidding. American Idiot, like the album,
It's a very good album.
It low-key changed my life. I didn't know anything about punk music or like pop punk, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm not here to say if like Green Day's punk or not. I just at that time I was listening to stuff like Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber and the Jonas Brothers, and then I found American Idiot, and my mom has even told me, she goes, you just became yourself when you started listening to Green Day. And it almost makes me a little emotional thinking about, because it's like, fuck, you right. That I talked about with Taylor Swift, the song Dear John, that I grew up with that song and I've grown to love it. All of American Idiot is an album that I've grown up with. Every time I go back to it, I find more reasons to love it. I don't get sick of it. It's one that's really interesting, like listening to the older I get, because there's so many things I didn't pick up on because, you know, as a 13-year-old, you're not really kind of understanding the nuance of it, like all these drug references, how it really feels to just kind of feel stuck and part of the system. It's such a good album. I could have picked any song off American Idiot, but I'm going to pick my favorite Green Day song. My favorite song of all time is Jesus of Suburbia. It's one of those songs where it's like Billy Joe just kind of threw song structure out the window, and he's like, I'm just going to write all these little parts, connect them together. The same thing I said about like Bohemian Rhapsody is like everybody in Queen shines on that song. Everybody in Green Day shines on Jesus Suburbia. I think it's some of Billy Joe's like most self-reflective lyrics without being like really corny and too emotional. Like you could really get a sense of himself in that song. But it also portrays like the main like protagonist of this album, because it is like American Idiot is a rock opera. I don't know. There's just like so many reasons that I love that song. I've got like the emotional investment with it. I just think it's really well done. Everything I love about Green Day, you can find in Jesus of Suburbia. And the reason why this is not only my favorite artist, my favorite song, my #1 slot is like, after this podcast comes out, if somebody like tries to argue with me about songs like 2 through 10 on my list, I'm gonna argue back and be like, but here's my counterpoint why it's a good song. If someone comes up to me and says that Jesus Suburbia sucks and it's a bad song and they don't like Green Day, I'm just gonna say okay and walk away, because it's not even worth arguing about, because I love it so much. It's so important and near and dear to me, and I'm going on too long and I'm gonna wrap it up, but I love Jesus Suburbia.
Yeah, it's okay.
And it's fine. Like I said, I don't care. I do not care.
Jesus of Suburbia!
Any other song I'm gonna defend, but this one is too near and dear to me, and if you don't get it, you don't get it. Like, that's fine. You can have the Taylor Swift song I recommended instead. But yeah, I will get off my Green Day soapbox and just say that I really like Green Day, and I'm glad I found them when I was 13 years old. Yeah. Any other wrap-ups we want to do for our playlist here? I was gonna put in a section for honorable mentions, but I thought if we do this again, maybe not.
Yep.
That way, if we want to include them in the next part. So.
Yep.
I thought this was a lot of fun. I feel like I have some new music to listen to, and I can learn a little bit more about my friends now.
Here's what's gonna happen. Jaylene says that, but then she's gonna get to Jesus of Suburbia and just be like, oh well, I guess I'll just listen to Green Day.
I'll listen to Jesus Suburbia, and then I'm like, well, I might as well listen to the whole album now.
Yep.
It's either that or I'll get stuck listening to Bohemian Rhapsody 5 times in a row, whichever comes first on the playlist. I will be making a playlist on the Plaid Couch Spotify account. I will link it below, so if you want to check it out, please do. And let us know what some of your favorite artists and songs of all time are in the comments below. I would love to read those, especially if you can't tell, I'm a big nerd about music, so I will take any music recommendations. Yeah. Any last words, anybody?
Hoobastank.